I was a child, my mother told me that because we were low income, I might not be able to go to college. That really bothered me a lot. I went up to my grandpa in Mexico and I told him what my mom had told me. He told me if I wanted to pursue an education, I could.
I have about 60 grandchildren, and he is the smartest one. It makes me feel proud that he may one day become a doctor and will be able to help poor people. It is something that makes me very proud.
I don't think he realizes the impact he's making in my life. He's making a change not only in one person, but in a generation. I came to UNC on June 15th for orientation. Knowing that I was so far away from home, I felt like I was alone. The first weeks of classes were incredible. I met so many people and made new friends and new connections. And it was, I think, the best 2 weeks of my life. This amazing institution has given me so many opportunities. "20% of incoming students are first-generation students. I was actually raised in a small village in Michoacan. My house is up on the upper right. This is La Luz, guys. Welcome. My house is over there. That's my house there. This is my grandma's house. I feel like there's this gap in between me and La Luz now. I think it's very important for me to come back to get to see and appreciate where I'm coming from. My room. This is where I used to sleep. Oh, this is so emotional. It was really nice to get to reconnect. I felt really happy. This is my father's aunt, and when I was little, I would come to her house and I would dance with her. I wasn't a good dancer, so I was always intimidated to dance in front of other people. I love her. I think you should never forget where you came from. I think that's what makes you unique. This is where Orlando's great-great-parents are. She died on my birthday. It's really interesting to just get a sense of where I would be if I'd never gone to college. Well, these are my cousins. They're harvesting. When I was in school, sometimes we would miss class to come work here. This would have been my life if I had stayed here.
When I was 10 years old, I worked in the fields with my father. The 5th grade. That's as far as I made it. The 5th grade. The government didn't give us a pencil to write with, much less a notebook. There were not many classes, and there were not many teachers.
Being at Chapel Hill, it's a whole different world. My roommates, one of them is from Ukraine, the other one is from China, and my 4th roommate is from Mexico. Learning to live with such a diverse group of students can be hard. You sometimes feel you're an outsider because of the way you think. I think it's so important for UNC to have minorities on their campus. It adds so much diversity. It is an honor to be a minority. ¿Cómo se llama?
Marisela.
Marisela. Orlando. I have a vision, and that vision is to become a doctor one day. I remember being in my village and waiting for a doctor to get here, and he took hours. And I told my mother, how many doctors do we have? And she told me we only had one. When I become a doctor, I can come here and help the people in La Luz. I think they'll really appreciate that. And who knows, I might inspire the next Orlando to pursue an education, and that would make me really happy. I have an obligation to go back and focus on my studies and do well in school. My grandpa has really made a tremendous impact in my education. I sometimes wish there was a way to convey my feelings and to let him know how much I appreciate him. He's not always going to be with me, and when he's not with me, I just know that I will continue to support everyone who has a dream, because he believes that if you have a dream, achieve it.
No pensaste ni un momento, vida mía, que la vida sin ti no la quería. Te entregué la dimensión en mi agonía. Y te llevaste también, y te llevaste también toda mi vida.
When I pray, I thank God for everything He's given me and for being able to wake up every morning to do the things I'm doing. I remember doing things that my parents taught me how to do as a child. We would always pray before going to bed and waking up, and those little things that I took for granted when I was a child, I realized how important those are to me. I plan on dying empty. I plan on doing everything that my heart tells me to do.
Gracias.